Yo, it's Mastermind MMA, and you're tuned into a new episode of Combat Culture. Real quick, I know shit looks real different. It looks trippy. Oh shit, you're on. I induced you with some drugs. I figured out how to drug you via the internet with LSD. Nah, so basically, I don't got my equipment with me at my house in New York. It's at my house in Poconos, and I figured that I'm not gonna fucking just skip out and not do videos. And I'm like, well, I don't want to put up some crappy ass videos or just some random ass shit where it's just like me like holding up a phone. Because I care about the quality. You guys know that shit. But I was like, yo, let's do some dope shit. Let's make it like fucking you're watching Into the Spider-Verse or some shit. Get a little motherfucking trippy up in this hoe. And let's talk about all the shit that we should be talking about. All right, first off the rip, I'm gonna let you know what I'm gonna be talking about in this video. I'm gonna be talking about Gustafsson versus Smith, Gustafsson retiring, Ruiz versus Cejudo. I don't know why it's all that long. What else? Ruiz versus Cejudo. Oh, and a bunch of announcements and a bunch of shit that I want to tell you guys. So here's how we're gonna start. We're going to start off with some announcements for your channel. So if you guys go and watch my last video, I talked about going to the PFL, going for season 2, meeting a whole bunch of people, man. Shit was legit. Meeting Randy Couture, Eve Edwards, Mark Henry, Dennis Bermudez, a whole bunch of people, man. Go watch that video. Go check it out. It's in the standard format you guys are used to watching. Like, the fucking high quality mic and shit like that. But anyway, back to it. So PFL 3 this Thursday, I got credentialed to go up in that piece. So yeah, dude, going to PFL 3, and dude, Vinny Magalesh is fighting. Shit's gonna be super fucking dope. Like Vinny's fighting and a whole bunch of people are fighting, and it's gonna be a really good card. I'm gonna do more about that. Also, next week I got next week I got motherfucking credentialed to go to the Bellator media events. I applied to go, and they reached back to me and they said, listen, we don't got space. I applied pretty late. They were like, listen, the only reason we can't get you in is because there's no more space, but we're inviting you to the media only press events during fight week, like the motherfucking like the whole media luncheons, the weigh-ins. Well, the open workouts is open to the public, but the media luncheons, the weigh-ins, and a whole bunch of other shit close to the public. So I'm gonna be going to Bellator. I'm gonna be doing that shit. And yeah, dude, get to meet and interview Chael Sonnen. Get to meet and interview Rory McDonald. Get to meet and interview fucking Ricky Bandejas, Aaron Pico, Heather Hardy. A whole bunch of people are going to be there. Duchess, get down, girl. Get down from the table. My dog is up on the table. My little puppy. And you heard it in the last video. So what else do I want to talk about, man? All right, so fucking... All right, I'm holding up the camera in selfie mode. This shit's a little annoying, so this video might not be that long. But I did want to talk about shit. I did want to do it. So motherfucking Gustafsson, dude. Salute to you, sir. The good sir Alexander Gustafsson, man. What could you say about Gus retiring, dude? You could say that he brings out the best in people. You know what I mean? Gus always brings out the best in people. He brings the best out of the best. Brought out the best in John Jones. Brought out the best in DC. He's had a whole bunch of his moments, man. Like, he does his damn thing, dude. Gus is the motherfucking shit. I don't know if you know, but Gus is the shit, dude. I missed the fight. I didn't get to watch it. I was talking to my guy, and then he said something like, bro, Jones exposed a hole in Gus and da-da-da-da-da. If you, like, keep him down, if you take him down, you can keep him down. And I was like, yeah, dude, you're right. And then I didn't even know he was talking about, like, what happened in the fight. And I was like, yeah, dude, I see, like, the fight going one of two ways. I see Gus being able to, like, outstrike Smith on the feet. But I feel like if Smith gets him down, he might get him subbed. And I said that. And then he was like, I can't believe he retired. I'm like, who retired? What are you talking about? Who retired? And he was like, and then I go to bjpen.com and it was like, Anthony Smith chokes out Gus. I'm like, what? This shit happened and I missed it? I was so tight, dude. Oh, fuck. We got to talk about Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz. How did I not lead with that? I'm kind of tired at myself that I didn't lead with that. Anthony Joshua got defeated. Defeated. Knocked the fuck out. Clipped up. Yo, Andy Ruiz beat the shit out of AJ like AJ fucked his hoe. That's what he did to him. So, I mean, all right, let me finish up my thoughts about Gus, and then I'll go to that. So, fucking, dude. So, Gustafsson, he does the damn thing, dude. Gustafsson is the motherfucking man. He brings out the best in people. I get why he's retiring. He's like, all right, if I don't see a clear path to the belt, I'm not just going to go constantly. All right, Dutch, chill out. I'm not going to go waste my time doing this bullshit, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not going to go get fucked up for no reason, which makes a lot of sense, you know what I mean? Why this is trippy as a motherfucker. I hope y'all motherfuckers high as shit watching this. But, yeah, it's like, why am I going to put myself through that for absolutely no reason? Which makes all the sense in the world. I might just do all my videos like this, son. Like, look at this shit. This shit is, I ain't even stony right now. I'm like, shit's trippy as a motherfucker. But anyway, so, awkward. I forgot what I was talking about. Gustafsson. So, Gustafsson, yeah, dude, I could see, I mean, going up to heavyweight, you have a lot of challenges. Light heavyweight, there's that ceiling, the Demetrius Johnson, Joseph Benavidez complex, as I like to call it, where you lost twice to the champion. So you don't really see a clear route to the title, and you're just stuck in the division, and like you eventually get tossed into the position as gatekeeper. Because if you're not if you're not champion, but you're still right there, they're going to put people to see, they're going to give you people to see if they're able to challenge for a championship. So you become a journeyman at that point. That's kind of where Gus was going. Like, no, like, he was like, listen, I lost to Jones twice. The second one was just like clear and utter domination by Jones's part. And, I feel like, honestly, dude, I feel like Gus retiring makes sense for him in the situation he's in, but as a fighter, he's still skilled enough. He's still got the thing, but like, if you don't see like any like thing where you're gonna be motivated to what's the driving factor, there's really no point. There's honestly no point in going and just getting fucked up and getting brain trauma just to have fights when you're not leading up to something. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a fighter and you love to fight like a Diego Sanchez, but like, if you're really gunning for that world title, dude, like, and you don't see it, like, and another thing is, like, you gotta wait till John Jones gets upset, which is, what you doing, Dutch? What you chewing? Which is, possibility. I'm gonna talk about some other shit in another video, but, alright, so Gus, salute to Gus, dude. Thank you for all the shit you've done for us, all the amazing fights, all the incredible moments as mixed martial arts fans that you've given to us. Now, the thing about Gus is that Gus is, he's up there championship caliber, dude. You gotta speak of him in the breath of one of the best light heavyweights of all times, like at least like in the top 10. I saw a comment that says Gus is top 10, and I'm like, that's kind of like low, you know what I mean? Like, why are you making it 10? But when you top 10 of light heavyweights, but when you think of all the great light heavyweights, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense, because there's a lot of them and a lot of motherfucking legends, like my guy Randy Couture. So it's like, yeah, dude, it makes a lot of sense. So he's definitely like top 10 in the best. But another thing is, man, like, Gus is, he's got the skill, he's got the talent, he's got everything, you know what I mean? He could do whatever he wants. I'm looking like Slade up in this piece right now. Look at that shit from like Teen Titans, like the OG Teen Titans. But anyway, what's it called? Salute to Gus. Thank you, good sir, for everything you've done for the sport. All those amazing moments, man. Like, fucking incredible. All right, so, Anthony Joshua. Let's get into it. AJ, bruv. I think that Anthony Joshua, this is Eddie Hearns here. Eddie Hearns speaking. I think that Anthony Joshua, clearly, he, you know, I got a whole bunch of excuses in my bag to make up for this. And, you know, I don't want to lose my lifestyle on my millions upon millions of dollars. Pounds. Eddie Hearn. All right, so, I'm covering the camera. All right, so, bro, Eddie Hearn, man, you're kind of a piece of shit. But I mean, I know this is an MMA channel. I've been talking about, like, I've always like covered like portions of boxing and like big boxing moments and shit like that. And bruh, this is fucking one of them. This is motherfucking one of them. So, Andy Ruiz did his damn thing, dude. Andy Ruiz is like the motherfucking Kelvin Gastelum of boxing. He's got this crazy amount of skills, but he's stupid slept on. And people just don't know. People don't want to give him that credit. So the thing is with Andy Ruiz, dude, Andy Ruiz is the motherfucking man. He's got hands, he's got hand speed, he's got accuracy. And Anthony Joshua, all right, I am a big Anthony Joshua fan. I was a big Anthony Joshua fan, and I still am. I still fuck with AJ. Thing is, I fucked with Anthony Joshua on the come up before he had any belts, before anyone really knew who he was, right? Then he had the Klitschko fight, and I was in the school of maybe like 2 years ago, 2017. I thought like AJ's the best, like no one's gonna beat him. But then as I started thinking, and one of my homies, he could attest to this because we've been talking about it for a while. We were just talking in conversation, like maybe like 2 years ago or a year ago. We're like, yeah, Wilder beats AJ. That's when it was like, oh no, AJ's the best. Fury was irrelevant, and it was like Wilder beats AJ, and we were saying that, and we actually made a bet. We're like, yo, if they ever fight, we're gonna pool in money together, and then we're gonna, let me move my finger out this piece. We're gonna pool in money together, and we're gonna bet on this shit. So we said we're gonna pool in money together. We're gonna bet, and we're gonna bet like $1,500 because Wilder would be the underdog, and we would have made bread because we thought Wilder would win that. And the fact of the matter is, dude, everyone was saying who was ducking who. They're trying to frame it as fucking Wilder was ducking AJ. That's what Eddie Hearn's and AJ's team was trying to do. They're trying to frame it into the whole thing of like, all right, Wilder's ducking us. We offered him all this shit. We're trying to make this shit happen. But in reality, we all know who's ducking who. It was AJ. AJ was the one ducking the motherfuckers, right? So AJ's ducking them, and he just keeps taking fights after fight after fight after fight, just cashing the paychecks, because I feel like they knew they weren't completely ready for that Deontay Wilder fight. And the fact of the matter is, dude, you're stalling. You're fighting these people that are fucking good. I was thinking, I knew the upset was coming. I just didn't know from who. I knew, because you saw the writing on the motherfucking wall. You saw with Parker. You saw with Povetkin. You saw how Anthony Joshua had troubles there. You could even argue that, you know, the scorecards are, oh my fucking goodness. Did you guys see the scorecards they had for the Ruiz Joshua shit? I'm going to do another video on that, bro. They were going to rob. They were going to fucking rob Andy Ruiz, dude. They were going to rob him like crazy. They had Anthony Joshua up during the time he got stopped and tied. 2 other judges had that shit tied. The fuck, man? Like, how fucked is the sport where you're getting your ass beat and they have you winning just because you're the star? That's fucked up, man. Like, we know there's, like, MMA and shit has its fucked up moments and fucked up decisions, but nothing to, like, the caliber of boxing. And it's crazy because it's the same fucking people doing the judging. So when you see it's the same people doing the judging, but a different sport, and shit gets taken a totally different way, what does that mean? Fucking corruption. Corruption out the ass. So, they had AJ up. AJ got his ass beat. And the thing is, man, now, I saw a post. I don't know how real it is. They had all these excuses saying, oh, AJ had a panic attack in the back room. He couldn't breathe. His father said he didn't want him to fight. He got knocked out in sparring 2 days before the fight. His father implored Eddie Hearns not to take the fight, yet they convinced him to do it. That's why AJ's father wanted to fight Eddie Hearns in the ring. And it's like, dude, it doesn't fucking matter. First of all, why the fuck are you sparring hard 2 days before a fight? Why are you sparring to the point where you're gonna get knocked out 2 days? Why are you even sparring fight week? Why? Why are you sparring fight week? Not only are you sparring fight week, you get knocked out. Then, allegedly, this is all, I don't know how real this post is, but I saw this post. So take this with, like, fucking Salt Bay, all right? So they have all these excuses. He had panic attacks, da da da. Meanwhile, Eddie Hearn said the reason it took him so long to walk out was because he couldn't find a cup. So they had to get him a new cup. And he said that's what took so long. So I don't know who's telling the truth, but dude, doesn't fucking matter. AJ, you're gonna struggle in the motherfucking rematch because, dude, Ruiz was doing his thing, dude. Ruiz has good technique, good combinations, good hand speed, and the fact of the matter is that what do you do, dude? You're losing. You're in potential. The stock of any of the 3 heavyweight king fights it's heavily dropped. AJ's got to work his fucking ass off just to build the super fight up to the level that it was. And the fact is that he might not be able to do that. You got to beat Ruiz in a rematch. You got to get that shit back. And if you don't, dude, like, your career is cooked. Your career is cooked because it's boxing. It's not MMA. Like, first of all, the law says a lot in boxing. But the thing is, AJ is so popular that he's actually got, like, an MMA effect where the fans are going to back you up and excuse you and support you and excuse a loss. Fact of the matter is, if you don't do shit, like, if you don't avenge this shit, bro, if you don't fucking avenge this shit, you're done. Like, if you don't avenge this shit, win your belt, then go, I don't know, you can't even, like, AJ's got a lot of work to do. I'm doing another video about all that, but this is just like a quick catch-up video. But dude, like, if you're struggling that much with this shit, my guy, like, you're in trouble, bro. You're in trouble. And you should have just taken the risk of fighting Wilder or Fury and losing to them because you get a big money payday, dude. You got, what, 27 mil, 28 mil for this fight when you could have gotten 50 mil guaranteed against Wilder? Like, for 50% of what you would have made for taking a loss against Wilder, 50% less of... He made half of what he would have made if he just got his ass whipped by Wilder instead of Andy Ruiz. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like, Andy would have had a big, big money rematch. I mean, dude, we don't know how big a rematch against Andy Ruiz isn't going to be big as Wilder Joshua 2 if there was a Wilder Joshua 1 or a Joshua Fury 1 or 2. Fact of the matter is, you fucked up business. And they're riding off of the fact that Joshua was a star trying to make money after the zone. You know why Eddie Hearn's stressing so bad? Because Anthony Joshua's the one who brought in all those motherfuckers to the zone. He brought in Canelo. He brought in Triple G. He brought in Usyk because that's what, like, Anthony Joshua was the foundation that platform was built on. Now, bro, you're kind of fucked, my guy. You got to do your thing. You got to seriously figure some shit out, AJ. And AJ's handling it well, though. I will say that I'm not an AJ hater or anything like that. I still fuck with AJ. I really respect the way he's handling it, especially that he's not being a bitch like fucking Eddie Hearn and the way Eddie Hearn's handling this shit. But, dude, what can you do? That's the fight game. It's what makes this game so beautiful. Moments like this. We live for this shit. That's why we're fans of this shit. So, I mean, AJ, wish you the best of luck, sir. You got fucked up, but you could always bounce back, and hopefully, I don't know, because Ruiz is just really good, man. You got to really, you got a lot of shit on your plate, my guy. So good luck with that. Wilder is probably tight as fuck that, like, dude, you ducked me for so long, and now you fucked everything up. So yeah, dude. All right, so I have to look at a whole bunch of shit on my phone to tell you about what's going down on PFL 3, but I can't because I'm recording on my phone. Because as I stated in the beginning, I don't got my shit with me, and I'm prepared, and I should have fucking, I should have brought my shit anyway, but I thought I was going to be going back before I had to come to the fight. But PFL 3 this Thursday. So, if you guys don't know too, PFL is World Series of Fighting. It's what used to be World Series of Fighting. I was talking to a friend, and then I was like telling him, oh, I got a credential for PFL, and he was just happy for me that, like, I got, like, credential to, like, an MMA event, but he thought it was, like, some local shit. I'm like, he was like, oh, it's like PFL, like a C League or whatever like that. I'm like, dude, PFL is World Series of Fighting. And he's like, oh, that's what happened to World Series. I never knew that shit. So World Series of Fighting, formerly World Series of Fighting, PFL. The way shit works, they have a season, right? So they have seasons like a regular sport. They have this is season 2. So the way it works is they have the regular season where you have fights and it's based on a point system. So if you go to a decision, you win a decision, you get 3 points. If you knock the motherfucker out clean, you get 6 points. And like how saucy it is, you get points off that. Based off of who has as many points in the regular season, they go to the playoffs. The playoff is a tournament style format where you fight 2 fights a night. And like on some old school pride shit, like on some boss ass combat sports shit. So the playoffs, then whoever makes the playoffs makes the semifinals and finals. And the finals, whoever wins the finals wins the belt for the season and $1 million. Like my guy Lance Palmer, he won the belt last season. Vinny Magalesh made it to the finals last season, and he lost to Sean O'Connell, who I met last 2 weeks ago. Really nice guy. And he won the $1 million. He retired, rode off in the sunset, and now he's commentating for them. So the thing is, Vinny Magalesh, dude, I don't know. If you don't know what Vinny Magalesh is, he's the motherfucking, like, jiu-jitsu wizard. He fucking flying armbarred Chris Weidman. He beat Gordon Ryan at ADC. Dude, so many. Fabricio over it. Dude, anyone in jiu-jitsu, Vinny Magalesh has probably got a dub over them. So Vinny Magalesh, dude, watch some highlights from the last season, dude. Vinny Magalesh he fucking put someone into a fucking triangle and then started Kimura-ing him. The fuck? Who does that? It's like on some super high level shit. No, I fucked up. He flying triangled him, and then while he had the triangle locked up, he started Kimura-ing him. Look this shit up, dog. It's dope as shit. So Vinny Magalesh, it's the light heavyweights and the heavyweights. Check it out. ESPN Plus. All right, you guys got the ESPN Plus app. I know that shit because we talk about this shit and we watch UFC. Go log into the UFC ESPN Plus app on Thursday, June 6th for PFL 3, or in ESPN Deportes. I was actually sitting next to the Spanish broadcasting team last time, and I was like, yo, I can't say shit. I want to be like, hola, welcome to Combat Sports. And I would have been commentating if I knew Spanish, but I don't. So I probably could be like, muy bien. Look, how do you say fight in Spanish? Lucha? Or is that wrestling? I'm pretty sure it's lucha. Anyway, so PFL 3, ESPN Plus, Vinny Magalesh for, I gotta check, dude. Shame on me. It's on my head, but I can't remember it right now. I know it, but I can't remember it, so I'll double check. But the light heavyweights and heavyweights, ESPN Plus app, they'll be streaming. You got, dude, fights are incredible. Production quality is incredible. It's on some shit, dude. So go check that out. And I'm gonna be coming back with some videos. You know, I was like, you know what, I might just wait till I get back, but I might not be going back for 2 weeks. Because the week after this, I got bellator, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go back to my other house. So, bruh, credentialed motherfucking media member up in this hoe. They might say, I am who I am. You gotta accept it. This is shit. This is Mastermind MMA, and you already know it's Mastermind MMA. I'm gonna be back with some more shit later today, and this shit is cool. You're on LSD Vision, Mastermind MMA.